Good morning, friends. Today we are going to see the next point from the topic superposition of waves, that is the amplitude and the resultant wave produced due to the superposition of two waves. Friends, before starting this equation, we should know about what is the meaning of the superposition. When the two waves combine together, then we are getting a single wave, and that is called as a superposition of wave. So here also we are going to combine two equations. Friends, such kind of equation we have seen in the topic oscillation. Now we'll begin this equation. I have written the total equation here so that it is very easier for you to make the notes. Friends, let us consider the first wave y1 is equal to a1 sin omega t is traveling, and another wave y2 is equal to a2 sin omega t plus phi it is traveling. What is A1? A1 is the amplitude of first wave. What is the A2? A2 is the amplitude of second wave. What is the Y1? Displacement of first wave. What is the Y2? Displacement of other wave. Now when the two waves are combined, then we can write Y is equal to Y1 plus Y2. So A1 sin omega t plus A2 sin omega t plus phi. Now keep the A1 sin omega t as it is. Now here we have to apply the formula of sin alpha plus beta. So a2 sin omega t cos of phi plus a2 cos omega t sin phi. Sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta, that formula we have applied. Then friends, this step is very important. Here we have to take the sin omega t as a common. So we have taken the sin omega t as a common. So what is the remaining factor? A1 plus, this is a plus, a2 cos of phi plus, keep this step as it is, a2 sin phi and cos of omega t. Friends, in the bracket a1 plus a2 cos phi, that we have to consider as a capital A cos theta, and a2 sin phi will be considered as a capital A sin theta. Here A is a common amplitude of the two waves. So after substitution, in the place of this bracket, what we are getting? A cos theta. We can write A cos theta sin omega t plus a, here a sin theta cos omega t. Now if we observe this, then we are getting the formula of cos alpha sin beta plus sin alpha cos beta, or you can say the formula of sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta. So in that way, if we combine this formula, we can get the a sin omega t plus phi. So this is again the formula of sin alpha plus beta. So this is the mathematical part here. After this, for resultant amplitude, friends, this equation a1 plus a2 cos phi is equal to a cos theta will be considered as the equation number 1, and a2 sin phi is equal to a sin theta will be considered as equation number 2. Now squaring and adding equation 1 and 2. So we have to square and add LHS as well as RHS. So a square sin square theta plus a square cos square theta is equal to, here we have to write a2 sin phi bracket square plus a1 plus a2 cos phi bracket square. So take a square as a common, so sin square theta plus cos square theta 1, so we are getting a square. Then a2 square sin square phi plus a1 plus a2 cos phi bracket square. So here we have to apply the formula of a plus b bracket square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So a1 square plus twice a1 a2 cos of phi plus a2 square cos square phi. Now this is the value of a square. Again, if you observe this, sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is nothing but the 1. So take a2 square as a common. So sin square theta plus cos square theta 1. Now we have to rearrange it properly. A1 square plus a2 square plus twice a1 a2 cos of phi. Now taking square root, if we take the square root, a is equal to under root a1 square plus a2 square plus twice a1 a2 cos of phi. So this is the formula for the resultant amplitude. Friends, I am going to explain this equation once again. Observe this very carefully. There is a total mathematical part. Remember, as we are going to write the composition of two waves, so initially y1 is equal to a1 sin omega t and y2 is equal to a2 sin omega t plus phi. These are the two waves, and their composition is y is equal to y1 plus y2. a1 sin omega t plus a2 sin omega t plus phi, a1 sin omega t as it is. Now here we have to apply the formula of sin alpha plus beta, that is sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta. So a2 sin omega t cos phi plus a2 cos omega t sin phi. After this, take the sin omega t as a common. So y is equal to a1 plus a2 cos phi sin omega t plus a2 sin phi cos omega t. Now in the bracket, a1 plus a2 cos phi will be considered as a cos phi, and a2 sin phi will be considered as a sin theta. So here we have got the a cos theta and a sin theta, and this we can consider as equation number 1 and 2. So in this bracket we can write a cos theta sin omega t plus a sin theta cos omega t. Now this is the formula of sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta. So this is the formula of y is equal to a sin omega t plus phi. So this is the equation for the composition of two waves. Friends, next we are going to find the equation for the resultant amplitude. So squaring and adding equation 1 and 2. So we have got the squaring and adding equation 1 and 2. So a1 plus a2 cos phi bracket square plus a2 sin phi bracket square, and here a square sin square theta plus a square cos square theta. So sin square theta plus cos square theta 1, so we can do a square, and here a2 square sin square phi plus a plus b bracket square a square plus 2ab plus b square. So a1 square plus twice a1 into cos of theta cos of phi plus a2 square cos square phi. Now here sin square phi plus cos square phi 1, so we can write here a1 square plus a2 square plus twice a1 into cos of phi. So we have arranged it in the proper manner. Taking square root, we can write a is equal to under root a1 square plus a2 square plus twice a1 into cos phi. So this is the formula for the resultant amplitude. Friends, here we have to consider the two special cases regarding with the resultant amplitude. So what are these two cases? So case 1 I have already written there, that is phi is equals to 0, and case 2 phi is equals to pi. Okay, so case 1 phi is equals to 0. So resultant amplitude will become a is equals to under root a1 square plus a2 square plus twice a1 a2 cos of 0. Cos of 0 is equals to 1. So we can write a is equals to under root a1 square plus a2 square plus twice a1 a2. So this is nothing but the a is equals to under root a1 plus a2 bracket square. So after solving this, we can get a1 plus a2. So this is a case 1. Case 2, if phi is equals to pi, cos of pi means 180 plus a2 square plus twice a1 a2 cos of pi. Cos of pi means minus 1, so we can write a is equals to under root a1 square plus a2 square minus twice a1 a2, and if you observe this is the a1 minus a2 bracket square. After the taking square root, we can write a is equals to a1 minus a2. So friends, in this way we have got the equation regarding the case 1 and case 2. In case 1, if phi is equals to 0, the resultant amplitude A is equals to sum of individual amplitude, and if in case 2, if phi is equals to pi, then the resultant amplitude is equals to the subtraction of the two amplitude. So I hope you have understood this part. Make the notes properly. Thank you. Have a nice day.